Well, 7 years ago, I had a surgery. They diagnosed me wrong and they took out my appendix, and my appendix was fine. It wasn't my appendix, but they removed it, and in doing so, they put a hole, one hole in my transcending colon and one in my descending colon, where the little laparoscopic. I was very thin, very in shape, and they put two extra holes in me that ended up needing repair. And they sent me home 4 times from the hospital. I was I was pretty sick for a while, and some sepsis and different things. And I had a growth last year that burst. And I'm not one to go to the hospital unless I need to. And I've been trying to cleanse and cleanse and cleanse. And my friend referred me to your company. And I thank God for her, because I have done so far, I have done 3 of the 1 cleanses, and I've done one, and then I've done 1 liver forgive, and then I've done 2 more sets of 3 times. So I've done total of 7 forgives. And I'm doing some little playing with alchemy with those too. What I have noticed, as I was very constipated, I wasn't moving things because of that growth, and there was a lot of old material there. So that has moved out. I'm sure of that now. Um, Certainly, I'm using the quantum particles once a day at least. I'm using either the mycelia or the Detox S pre-cleansing. I'm using the ambrosia and the chi after cleansing. Um, I feel great. My lower back pain, which was really the only pain I've had in my body at all, and it's from there was from too much there, pressing on organs, whatever. That's resolved itself. So I don't have, pain used to be a 15 out of 10, and nothing helped. And it's gone. Sometimes maybe a 1 or a 2, but moreover, it's pretty much gone. I use the black vacuum an hour or 2 before I go to bed. I use the crystal fibers morning and night. So, oh, Brisa, no, sorry, it's my dog. Um, sorry. And those have been, I love those. It feels like a vacuum. I feel more, I feel like my body's working the way it's supposed to. I feel, I'm going on 55, and the only problems I've had really has been that, and some with my lungs. Um, and I feel like it's resolving itself. I feel less afraid. I have a gastro appointment coming up. So releasing some of the fear of, and also getting rid of all the old stuff, because I believe that I like this terrain theory, because I've never really done that. You taking things out obviously takes out the home and the food for the things that live there that aren't great for you. I definitely feel a difference in my habits, um, making better decisions on what's going in my mouth. Um, just overall better wellness, overall sense of wellness. That's been my experience
Before.
Well, I've only done a couple of liver cleanses before this, the Hulda Clark Moritz style, and those were hard for me, really hard, and I didn't like them. I was down for a couple of days, fogged out, sleepy in bed, just feeling awful. I know my liver was dirty. I know it was toxic and taxed. It was needed to be done, but I've been afraid of it. So these were, I did the one, and I said, oh, that wasn't too bad. And then I did back to backs, and I did the extra flushes, and I was like, oh, this is great. And it's the first one, it seemed like I'm not releasing that much, but then as I go progressively, it's more. Um, and I've had a lot of emotional stuff come up with that, a lot of tears, um, forgiveness, acceptance, kind of all these different emotions of the decisions, and forgiving yourself for some of the things you've done. to yourself, if you will. So that's come up and released. Said goodbye. Thank you. Thank you for the lessons and the blessings. And that's definitely been a huge, huge relief for me. And I'm excited. I actually have to get some more of those. So and keep going with that because I'm actually enjoying it now. I've never enjoyed cleansing ever. I've been chasing my tail for 30 years, trying to find something for parasites for different things that work and chasing my tail. It's like, oh, I could do this for 3 weeks and then go on another cycle 3 months later. And you're like, it's never ending. And this, if you can start out clean and keep going till you're clean. And then you're like, okay, now if we're making better decisions and I'm clean, then everything's in balance and beautiful. And you don't have to chase your tail anymore. And you don't overtax your system where it can't handle it, where you get sick. So it's been really, I love these cleanses. Body's not making pepsin or if you're missing anything. Yeah, I'm well aware. I'm on a protocol that cost me $5,000 for my AO scans, bioscans, Oberon scans, and that was a big issue for me. Nothing was getting through. Now I feel like I could take 1/3 of what I was and I'm getting the same. I've also noticed that I'm eating like 1.5 times a day, like a little tiny healthy snack and a bigger meal, usually around 2 or 3 o'clock, and maybe like a tinier snack. I'm not eating like I was. I'm not requiring, you feel lighter, more energy, very much. So that's been really great. I have to be careful with the liquid enzymes though, because I like them and I take them a lot. I think that sometimes you take them a little too close to bed, and that's not good. They keep me awake. I've done the medical medium 369. That was no brainer easy. Nothing came out. I've done the Hulda Clark and the Moritz. Those were intense and very hard on me. I did not like them. I was in the bathroom for literally 9 hours, I think, drinking like herbal teas, honey, trying to rehydrate my body. It knocked me out for about 2 days after. I felt great after that, but it was a lot of detox, a lot of stuff in my blood. I was in the bathtub, detoxing, infrared sauna. This was just nice. It was nice. I was emotional. It wasn't painful. It wasn't a little bit of discomfort, gurgling, but I mean, you're cleansing. Nothing like anything I've ever done. And I felt pretty good, by the next day. I was just like, I felt lighter, and my heart felt better, my body felt better. It wasn't just my organs cleansing, it was the energy, the samskaras, the energy impressions within them that I could feel being picked apart too at the same time. And so that I've never had ever before with any other cleanse ever. And I've done a lot of cleanses. So that was, and there's no other cleanse ever that I've ever seen. Now I've done an advanced cleanse. I've done 2 of them last year, where the mucoid plaque kind of stuff comes out, but it's strictly in the colon. We do 10 whole colon hydrotherapies. They're $4,700 each. Okay, I did 2. They're intense. It's 14 days on a master cleanse with other stuff, herbs you take, and then you're doing colon hydrotherapy every day for 10 days for the last 10 days of the 14, and then implants after. What came out was incredible amount of stuff, but it's not getting into the intestines. It's not in the intestines. And the intestines are what were going paralyzed on me because they were so gooped up. There's no other thing that does the intestines that I've ever encountered, ever. The one cleanse is incredible. Absolutely nothing like it.
Cleanses.
All of that. I wasn't going, sometimes it'd be 5 days, sometimes 4 days. I was having to take different supplements to go to the bathroom. I was taking Senna tea. I was taking lower bowel stimulator, um, different things just to go to the bathroom. And I didn't like being dependent upon that. And I'm talking, I eat meat, but it's like I didn't for a while. I didn't eat any red meat. I never eat pork. So it was like maybe a little turkey, maybe salmon, nothing so heavy that that should have been the case. So I was eating a lot of fruit, a lot of salads, trying to, but still it didn't matter. It was just getting stuck. And so that changed. Um, when you're not backed up, you're literally not full of that, which is toxic. You're not toxic. Your color, your body's color changed. You've got color to your skin. You've got more energy, more health, more movement, more less pain. I can say I have no pain. When I was in a lot of pain when I started, I was really scared that I might have colon cancer or something from where this growth was. And I still don't know what it is, but the fear's gone. And my appointment's in a couple of weeks. And whatever they tell me, I'm going to keep going with what I'm doing. I have 3 more one cleanses. I have a few more, many more liver cleanses to do. And I believe that if I can get all of that out, then there's nothing to feed that. And everything else I do, it'll fall away no matter what. I've had cancer a long time ago and I've cured it. So um, I'm less afraid, which is a huge big deal because fear just brings more to you that you don't want. And so it's been really beautiful to not be afraid and just go, okay, I'm doing another one. Let's do another one. Let's keep going, pushing along. That's it. Yeah, it's been wonderful. I feel hopeful, and everything is moving. The longest I go now is like 2 days. And I'm like, did I miss my crystal fibers? And I'm like, you did. And they'll be on my bedside table. And I'm like, okay, I don't do that again. Just if that's what I have to do is take a black vacuum and a couple crystal fibers a couple times a day to be okay. It's not something addictive. It's actually cleaning. And I don't like things that are addictive. I don't like pharma. I don't want to take anything to help my body work the way it's supposed to unless it's benefiting it, in a positive way. So I feel 100% that the products that I'm using from ZenCleanZ are benefiting my body, and in addition to that, helping it work the way it's meant to. But by moving things that aren't supposed to be there, by reducing the inflammation, by it in a whole different way.
I have to be
And
okay
it's
with
what it
that.
takes.
Yeah,
Is
you can't speed it up. You literally cannot speed it up.
No, it sounds like we have a lot in common too from my youth. I was on antibiotics since I was a kid and my whole life until probably I haven't taken any in about 10 years. But urinary tract infections, chronic, all different things, upper respiratory, constantly on steroids, antibiotics, all different things. So I'm in the same boat, which is why I guess I was afraid because I know I have a lot to do there as well. So, but it's okay. I'm like, all right, we're starting. And, maybe I'll be more healthy at, 60 years old in 5 years than I was at 30. And it's looking likely. So I'm,
Totally. I mean,
yeah, I've quit caffeine. I've quit smoking. I've quit a lot of things since I started this all. So it's been really interesting to kind of peel these things away that have been a part of my life for ever, like for older than you, longer than you've been alive, I'm sure. Um, so I'm not sure how old you are. You look young, but I think got to just peel them away and go, okay. And it hurts. And it's like, take that crutch away and just kind of gently say, I'm breaking up. And I love you. And thanks for being there for me. Certain things like that were your friends, you know, when you were growing up through the stress, through the tough times. And it just comes a time to release that. And that's what's been going on this past year, really, for me. So it's been, and these made it easier. Great company. Jessica, you, Nan, just all of you, Dan, you'll, everybody there is amazing. I love your outlook. I love the depth of your answers, and your insight on the emotional factors of it. Yeah, just having done plant medicines before and stuff like that and sat in those circles, a lot of the same similar things come up during ceremonies.
Medicine ceremony.
Very
Enzymes
much
are.
so. Very much so. I'm gonna a little tear there. My nose is running because I keep almost busting out crying, but very much similar. And I'm just grateful. I'm grateful. Even my teacher, who she's working with ZenCleanZ now. So in my teacher, who teaches qigong and serves ayahuasca, she's with you, and she's an affiliate now, and she's doing some of the cleanses. So it's been I said, you have to try this, and she goes, okay, because I don't reach out to her too much unless I'm like, you got to do this. And then she read about the 5 elements. She goes, oh, she's like, we have to try this. So she's excited.